Fuck you.
Baby Schwetz, lifted, something like a truck. I ain't slowing down because I got it out the mud. Every day you're looking around, searching for someone to love, but you never love yourself. How you lost your wealth? I see value in myself. I pick up them bricks and bales, cause these masons, they done made the system off of tipping scales. Tipping the scale, Schwartz can't fail. I pull up and just send them to hell. You niggas ain't shitting, you bitch, you be frail. Schwartz can't sell, I'm making a sale. Schwartz ain't caught, he done broke out of jail. Glide on the beat like I'm skating a rail. The tail, frequency vibes got me checking my mail. I still run shit like the Dimmadome. Bone, fuck me, then just send me home. Lucky like a rabbit's foot. Soul is black, I bathe in soot. Every day I'm feeling good, but I'm still misunderstood. I could pick up right where I left off. I got the heat, now let me go scar like I play for the heat. How I'm keeping a ball. These bitches on me, now I'm busting they walls. Okay, Lil Schwartzy insane. My body just like it's a plane. I got no hobby, they drink it and made. I could pull up with bitches on top of the range. I could pull up with death and go make me a change. I could come through with swords and go chop off your mane. I could keep me a scope that keep you in my range. I told you. You hear what I say? Goddamn. Schwartzy be killing. I get no fucks, a miraculous feeling. Schwartzy came here with immaculate skills and they utilize him to kill beasts like a villain. Damn. I can't slow. Wavy as fuck, make a bitch throw up. Counting my bucks, little Schwartz blowed up. 40 is tucked, let it bust like a nut. Better go duck before you stuck in a rut. I done pulled up with a lighter and a blunt. Got you mixed up, how I'm fucking. I still run the game or I'm hopping out the truck.
When I'm hopping out that bitch. When I'm hopping out that truck, bitch. We be doing all kind of drugs, bitch. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the communication station. As you can tell, we're doing a collective tarot card reading tonight. I'm just getting prepped and ready, locked and loaded for that. Let me make sure my sister isn't on her way real quick. Shut up, bitch. I can't even hardly breathe, ladies and gentlemen. I hopped off the plane and I was so icy. All right, let's get straight into this shit, ladies and gentlemen. So, sun's still in Sagittarius, moon in Taurus. Typical 6-card pool for the collective. And we're going to fucking jump right into this shit. Not much has changed astrologically. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the moon has changed positions. Mercury's still in Sag. Venus is in Aquarius right now. Saturn in Pisces. I've got my Mars in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is actually a pretty good alignment for majority of us creatives right now. All right, let's get straight into this shit, ladies and gentlemen. 6-card pool for. All right, let's start with our first card. I got one card that got flipped. That's the one we're gonna take. Okay, we got 9 of clubs for the first card. So this puts you in a situation. 9th house, Sagittarian energy, dealing with the earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, practicalizing, making sense out of things, earth energy in general. So this right here puts you in a position where essentially like it puts you in a perspective of having a why for why are you know what I'm saying? Why are you doing this? Why are you making sense out of things at the moment? That's essentially what that. Why do you do into what you're into, and why is you're into? Why does it need to be practical and stabilized? I got 2 cards instead of 1. I guess technically if that happened again, I could really just go ahead and use the 2 cards since we're doing a 6-card pool anyways. I could go ahead and use we're gonna go ahead and while we in this process. And there go my sister telling me she on the way now. Yeah, she says she's on the way. So we're going to try to make this as quick as we possibly can. And only clear the energy when absolutely. So continue on. So everybody's in a position where their meaning and reasoning for your practice into question. So you need to make sure you have a good why for your practicality at the moment. Why need to be practical, or it's just a situation knowledge, your broad philosophical points of view, your level of expansion is something that is need to be viewed as such. Okay, so it give the Jack of Clubs. You're allowing something something or someone else to take the face of what it is that's practical at the moment. You in that same position as last collective reading we did. We got this same exact card last time, and this was the main focal point of the story. Why are you allowing something concept, and it could be dealing with this ninth house energy whenever we start to get in the perspective of you allowing someone else to take the face of what is actually practical at the moment. It might just be dealing with this. So it might be someone or some concept, because don't get lost into thinking this has to necessarily be a person. This can be a concept too. So this could be dealing with, this could be where this is pointing to, ninth house energy. And this person or thing, it can be a concept. So it could be your spiritual system. It could be your meaning and reasonings that you give to things that you are allowing to take the face of what's practical at the moment. So you're utilizing like some false sense of wisdom. It's like, it seemed like and yeah, it would make sense because it came out with the club energy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like your ninth house matters are being tied more to earthly means rather than some true broad philosophical point of view, some true expanded version of consciousness or wisdom, or something along those lines. It seems like it's being tied down to more earthly matters rather than just like overall truth. You get what I'm saying? It seemed like you put yourself in a position where you're allowing the worldly concepts of what makes sense to take place of that at the moment, instead of that being you. Or it could just be through an actual physical person who might be able to gravitate some of this ninth house type of energy. So whenever they are speaking amongst other people or some shit like doing this in your environment and your reality, it could be a situation where this person that's taking the face of what is practical and makes sense at the moment could be a situation where they're utilizing a lot of this ninth house energy, wisdom, completion, Jupiterian energy, Sagittarian energy, and they're able to like convey themselves in a way that seems insightful at the moment. So now you and everyone else in the environment are seeing this person as what can take the face of what is actually practical and what should make sense at the moment, even if this person really don't make no fucking sense at the end of the day at all. Like they could just be a dumbass individual, or you know what I'm saying, they just know how to utilize the right terminology and the right linguistics and construct shit in a manner to which you would be happy to support them in some type of way. You know what I mean? Or you would agree with them in some type of way. Where the seems like that's what it's pointing to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this don't necessarily have to be a person. This can be a concept in and of itself, or it could be a person playing out those energies through that ninth house aspect. Hey, what's up, VI Izzle? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for popping up. We doing our collective card reading at the moment. Going to make it as quick as I can. Somebody's up right now. So we're already 2 cards deep. We're just going to do 4 more for the collective, and then possibly maybe after I get back, I might do each zodiac sign. Ain't nothing wanting to coming out right yet, though. He said you right on point. I appreciate that. My tarot card readings are always on point. Sometimes I don't even know what alignment we're, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll do a tarot card reading, or I'll do some shit or experience something in my life, and then I go and look on Astro Theme, and I'm like, that give me the tool to be able to tie two and two together and be like, oh yeah, shit. So that experience I just had, or what I was talking about in that tarot card reading, that's directly reflected right here. As soon as this alignment line up and hit the right way, boom. That's exactly what's going on. So yeah, we always on point in this bitch. But okay, it seemed like you're trying to protect something at the moment. You know what I mean? Like that's what it seemed like. We got the four of spades. So when we take into consideration the four energy, home, care, a certain level of comfortability, sure how many people was for a long time or not, but I associate the comfortability with not only Taurus to a certain degree, but also Cancer to a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so you guys got the four of spades. So it's like you're taking care of, you're protecting, even though Cancer isn't an earth sign, nurturing in some type of way. You're caring for your air energy at the moment. So how you personally think and communicate about things, you're putting that in a homely type of aspect, or you need to in some type of way. You need to protect, lock away, put it in your heart space, how you think and communicate. It's something that need to be protected right now. It's something, either that or it's just something you feel extremely comfortable being in it. Very comfortable with how you think and communicate. You're not second questioning, you're not second guessing yourself. You're not like in a position where you're in a position where you're like afraid to express, afraid to communicate, afraid to come across the same type of way. Like, nah, this is like where you're at home at the moment. So it's like a very ease of access for you as a collective to think and communicate at the moment. That's what I'm getting anyways. Even though we are experiencing a bit of like Mercury retrograde energy still, let's see what that specific alignment is. Yeah, Mercury 7 degrees Sagittarius. So yeah, we're still a percentage level of that energy, but I think what's actually it's like easing off of Sag a little bit. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, or it's easing off of the extreme strength. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that's like needs to be protected now, because it's like, okay, if we actually want to start getting into the astrological aspect of it, because I can utilize this as examples to tie why even this card would even come out in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So okay, whenever that like it's that and we were experiencing that energy in the to the fullest extent, you get what I mean? The retrograde energy for me is kind of like a rewind. It kind of give you like a more advanced opportunity to look back at certain thoughts and feelings that might not be as desirable for you or not be as beneficial for you moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So you might still have seeds, and you might still have like dead fruit within you from old ways of thinking and old ways of feeling that were now being resurfaced due to Mercury in retrograde, and especially where it was positioned in Sagittarius, that's dealing with, you know, Sagittarian energy, Jupiterian energy, ninth house energy, all of that type of shit. So that, and the Mercury retrograde was giving us like a scope to look through that was resurfacing all these old and outdated things that we within us that we hadn't necessarily taken care of yet. And that could be dealing with doubt towards your Jupiterian and Sagittarian and ninth house type of aspects. It could be some level of fear. It could be some level of you didn't get your self-worth in check all the way and just didn't really notice it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Mercury retrograde bring to us when it's in its fullest extent of its energy, at least in my experience. Y'all might be experiencing something completely different. You know what I'm saying? But it brings in that resurfacing of those old energies, especially when we're dealing with the intellect and shit like that. Not so much as much, but you know that the thought is the father, so it's going to give birth to combining that. What you have to combine it with some type of woman anyways to think a certain way. It's going to direct your feelings by default. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a bunch of subsidiary children based off of just that initial thought and feeling that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it being Mercury retrograde. Retrograde energy by default is more of like a resurfacing type of energy for me, and like a reanalysis period. You know what I'm saying? So Mercury specifically being in retrograde, it would be completely dealing with the intellect. It would be completely dealing with thinking and communicating air type. I'm saying, so when we get this 4 here, it led us up until this point. You get what I'm saying? Whenever Mercury retrograde was at its fullest extent and at its strongest, you know what I'm saying? Those ways of thinking and communicating that we were reflecting upon. That's another R word. Fucking retrograde, reflection, resurfacing. It all correlated to the R. So just pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But once we got past that perspective of dealing with all those old ways of thinking and communicating and all that shit resurfaced, now we figured out what we need to kill off and what needs to die and what needs to be nurtured, protected, continued to carry on. So that's even why you would be in a position to get this card. You know what I'm saying? And out of all fucking that fell out of the deck, why is it specifically that one? You know what I'm saying? And why does it specifically align with the alignments, the overall story that I have going on here? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is essentially what we've all been dealing with, coming from the last tarot card reading that I made leading up until this one. We were all in a perspective where we were trying to take our ninth house energies and practicalize them in some way, because it's Sagittarian season. So we're dealing with seeing that in reality. And now we're even now we're in a position where the moon is in Taurus. So we're going to be reacting and responding to the practicality, the stability aspect of what we're seeing in the sunspot, which would be ninth house Sagittarian energies. You get what I'm saying? So the first card that I drew just directly reflect the energies of what we're experiencing at the moment. Ninth house Sagittarian, Jupiterian energies combined with Earth, combined with the moon being in Taurus. You get what I'm saying? So let's move on from that, though. Let's move on from that. To continue on to the next piece of the story. So yeah, everybody where we was viewing shit outside of us that was apparently making sense, but we deep down knew it wasn't. So we were in a perspective take our own ninth house aspect and bring some earth element to it, bring some stability, making sense, practical out of it. So now we know how we think and communicate whenever our thinking and communication is in that Sagittarian spot, as far as Mercury being in Sagittarius at the moment, even though it's in retrograde. Just disregard that at the moment. Now we've come to the understanding that the way we think and communicate, due to the air, the Mercury, that energy being in the Sagittarian position at the moment, now we realize that this is something that needs to be protected. This is something that needs to be left at home. It's something that needs to be, you need to be very comfortable with it, how you view, how your meaning and reasoning, your broad philosophical point of view. Because keep in mind, Mercury's still in Sagittarius. And Mercury is directly correlated to the air energy as well. VI said facts. Same here. Word. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I did a lot of personal readings before I ever started doing them online. I would do them for people in my environment, do them on myself and shit like that. You also said I'm a Cancer moon. Facts. Yeah, that I probably explained that a little bit longer than I probably necessarily needed to. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean it's just the truth. If we can get just one card. I've told y'all that before. That's the only reason why. Yeah, see, what was I just telling y'all about? What didn't I just tell you that the aspect of how you think and communicate, due to the Mercury being in Sagittarius, and due to that being what's playing out in our sunspot right now, and due to that being the overlying story, didn't I tell y'all that was something that we're now all viewing as important, something that is a gift and opportunity, or something that needs to be protected and put in the fourth house space? Yeah, okay. This is correlated to passion and motivation for the most part, or imagination, internal images, vision, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is just fire energy in and of itself. But a lot of the time it correlates to a gift and opportunity based upon my experience. You know what I'm saying? So passion and motivation, what you passionate and motivated about 9 times out of 10 is where the gift and opportunity is at anyways. You know what I'm saying? If we're in a perspective where we're truly viewing life in the correct manner and we're actually playing chess, not checkers, and actually just understanding life. You know what I'm saying? So this is the very next card that come out. Like, you can't refute the shit that I got going on, because the very next card that come out is what? Once again, home, comfortability, that even giving a little bit of womanly nurturing type of energy, even though it's not an earth sign, Cancer, 4th house, you know what I'm saying? And dealing with the fire energy, the gift of opportunity, your passion and motivation. So now these two go hand in hand due to what you have studied and dealt with over here, from utilizing your Sagittarian energies, practicalizing that, and viewing this person who is taking the face of what's practical at the moment, and you not allowing yourself to get lost in that. Instead of getting lost in that, it seemed like as a collective, we've defeated the Jack. We've defeated whatever was taking the face of what makes sense at the moment. So now it came over here and it made us start caring about how we're thinking and communicating. And on top of that, it made us care about what we're passionate and motivated at the moment. And where these two go hand in hand is what you're passionate and motivated right now at the moment as a collective overall story, the influences of what we're dealing with right now, what you care about most and what you passionate and motivated about most right now probably has something to do with that air intellect, the way that you think and communicate at the moment. And it's directly related to the 9th house energy, because Mercury is in Sagittarius at the moment. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be dealing with your broad philosophical points of views, Sagittarian energy in and of itself, Jupiterian energy in and of itself, luck, wisdom, all this different type of shit. And like I said, Mercury is in Sagittarius right now. So that's where what ties this to it to make it all one overall story. You know what I'm saying? You caring about the air, caring about the air energy, and you put precedence on how you think and communicate. You put, I don't want to necessarily say like a level of importance. I'm saying like they kind of, even though they're not even ruled by the same planet, even though they're not ruled by the same element at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Even both of them have a level of importance as well, because we know that whenever we get into the Taurus energy, we're dealing with love, appreciation, and value and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the Venus energy and that aspect of things. There's still like trace level of that type of energy from Cancer as well, in my experience. You know what I mean? Like a Cancer, even just a person who's a Cancer sun, like they will put a level of importance on shit that don't even necessarily need a level of importance on it. You know what I'm saying? So I've just seen how the importance on something. So that's where I got that from for those two cards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what we're passionate and motivated about at the moment, it seemed to be our Sagittarian energy and the way that we think and communicate at the moment, specifically because Mercury's in Sag. So it seems like as a collective, that's what's important to us all right now, because of what we've dealt with the 9 of clubs and what we've dealt with the Jack of clubs, and how we realize what actually makes sense at the moment, beyond what another person is telling us and beyond what another concept could come to us and tell us and influence us to develop a opposing or a different type of viewpoint or belief system. So we got 2 cards left. Who is cursing in my motherfucking hallway?
Me, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I got 2 cards left, and I'll be ready.
You have what?
2 cards left. Can you wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be very done soon.
Okay.
Very done soon. Very done soon. Two more cards, ladies and gents. I'm trying. You guys know the fucking hardest part about doing a goddamn tarot card reading with Schwetz is waiting for the next fucking card to come out. Get away.
Why?
Back away.
Why?
Get away.
Why?
Because I want to shut that door.
I'm angry.
I'm not.
What was I going to say? Listening to Zephyr?
Yeah, why?
Why is she here?
She wants me to take her to the vape store and buy some shit for her because she's not of age. Yeah. Okay, finally. Okay. Now I want that closed back because I gotta have my darkness with just a little bit of shit to get the vibe right. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing that you guys get is the 7 of clubs. So yeah, it's like whatever you were caring about right here, what we've put in that 4th house space as far as our passion and our motivation and how we think and communicate about things. It seems like that gave everyone the ability, that was the experience you had to go through to develop this tool right here, which would be bringing balance to whatever or judging in a correct type of manner. But those two things kind of go hand in hand, because 7 deals with the judgment energy, and even Libra in and of itself, it kind of deal with the judgment energy, because y'all see like court systems and shit like that, like they put the Libra scale up on there as the symbolism and everything. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of, if you know about astrology and numerology and shit, you can kind of get the sense off of this shit immediately anyways. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it brought you to a perspective where you're able to bring balance to, you're able to have a relationship with practicality. You get what I'm saying? And how you are practical. Either that or your level of practice has brought you to a perspective where you're able to have more. Your practicality in and of itself is what has led you to a space where you're able to have more sufficient relationships with people, or more balanced relationships with people. You get what I'm saying? But I would probably so take that in the first aspect of how I spoke about it. What the shit that you went through dealing with the 9 of clubs and the Jack of clubs, and going through this experience right here, and how you put a level of care and a level of comfortability and a level of home around certain things. It just gave you the perspective where you're able to balance out your practicality. That's all it is. Able to think and communicate it about it correctly. Because if we want to get into actual elements and shit like that, Libra is cardinal earth, so creating and initiating new ways of thinking and communicating. You know what I'm saying? So it could be dealing with that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5. One more card. So yeah, I think it just I think it's more so in a perspective where it's allowed you to just balance out your practicality, or you being in a position where you're utilizing some type of cardinal air energy. It brings you to a perspective where you goddamn, this person in the chat is fucking distracting me. But anyways, you utilizing the way that you think and communicate about shit, or utilizing the cardinal earth aspect as far as initiating and creating new ways to think and communicate about things. I think just being in that energy in and of itself is giving you more practicality, or bringing more balance to things. So I'm gonna shuffle one time before we go on to the last card. I need a moderator. Who want to be moderator in my channel? Because this moment stupid shit like this start coming up is the moment motherfuckers is gonna start getting banned. I don't give a. So somebody hit me up. Somebody hit me up in the DMs or on this email that I put over here. Oh wait, that's the wrong side. Over here, I guess. Yeah. I put an email over here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on that email if you'd like to be a moderator for the channel. We'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the next card is 7 of spades. So yeah, like I said, it's obviously dealing with you bringing balance to these elements as far as what you have access to. So now that you've put a level of care around how you think and communicate and what you're passionate and motivated about, which could both go hand in hand, they could both be tied to each other. It puts you in a perspective where you get both of these. You're able to bring balance to your practicality in and of itself, how you are practical, how you approach that situation and judging it in the correct type of manner. And the same thing with how you think and communicate. It just brought you to a perspective where now you're able to be more balanced with even how you think within yourself, how you communicate with yourself, and then in turn how you communicate with people in your environment. Because we know that Libra energy also deals with relationships and shit like that. It's a seventh house. It's the hip swinging, the dancing type of fucking house. You know what I'm saying? So that deals with your relationships, not necessarily associations. That's more so of Aquarius energy. You get what I'm saying? But just dealing with relationships in general. So that's why I say when you start to communicate with other people about it, you know what I'm saying? You'll have balance communicate. You'll be more practical. Like just even how you're talking will make more sense now. Even how you approaching things will seem to make more sense than they may have at another time. You could be still doing the same exact shit, but where you went through these experiences right here, it brought you to this perspective where you're just able to bring balance to all of your, I guess these would be yang energies technically, even though they pop up as black, you know what I'm saying? It just allowed you to, well, no, these things could be internal concepts too. I mean, this don't necessarily have to be something that plays out in reality that you have to always be pointing at or some shit like this. This could be an internal sense of practicality, how you organize, how you think and feel, how you make a list, or how you journal within yourself, how you schedule yourself internally. I'm not even talking about writing this down on a page. Like I'm speaking more metaphorically right now. You know what I'm saying? But that type of shit, how you're able to just think and communicate with yourself internally, bringing more balance to that shit. It don't necessarily have to be something that you see with your own two eyes and be something that you are always talking about your practicality, or you're always communicating with another individual about some type of ninth house energy with practicality to do with it as well. Yeah, I'm almost done. I just pulled the last card. I was just breaking down the. Damn, y'all impatient. It's only been like fucking 5 minutes. Okay, I'm coming down. I'm coming down. But yeah, y'all just keep in mind, it's in a situation where you're able to bring balance to these things and take that in a more elemental aspect, as far as air and earth energy, and as far as when we get into Libra, seventh house energy, Venus energy, Libra energy in and of itself. And for the more advanced people, the air and earth energy as an element and how it ties together. You get what I'm saying? How one thing can tie to another, and how you combine them and utilize this as a more sufficient tool. That way you're extra balanced with your air and earth energy, and that way you're extra practical, you're extra communicating practically, you're extra thinking practically and shit like that. And you can utilize that for a logical left brain aspect, as far as what people want to utilize as terminology, as far as like critical thinking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you guys the cards one more time. Obviously they didn't fall in this order. I've already fucking mixed them up, but these are you guys' cards. The breakdown has already been done. We're going to come back here in a few, unless I don't have time. I do have a meeting that I have to attend tonight. It's only 6 o'clock. I think I'll probably come back on here, do our Aries through now, and give y'all each for each zodiac sign, and then we'll be, I'm saying. But thanks to everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and take my sister to the vape shop and get her what the fuck she wants. We'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace. Hey, don't forget, tap in over here for personal private readings if you would like. Been over here. Shout out Jackie New. Y'all go sub. Shout out VI Izzle as well. Y'all go sub to him. Tarot Destroyer. Fuck on, bitch. Peace.